Hi, just for curiosity, I made some polls comparing certain items to another, and most of the time you guys voted for the best option. You guys are truly ASYLUMers. Let's see what you guys had to say about each poll. Here is our first poll, which is probably the most debatable: Smile versus Da Capo. I must agree with this one. Smile is a much better melee on most maps, especially short ones. Da Capo would be a good melee if it were better to use against people and less dependent on your loadout. Despite being buffed, it's still one of the weakest melees in the game just because of how difficult it is to get movement 3 at the very least. When you take into account that people spam jump and other items that facilitate movement, Da Capo has a bad hitbox, no stun nor ragdoll to compensate, and no, the cooldown between attacks is really not enough when you put into consideration these things, unlike Smile, which is able to steal bodies across maps effortlessly and trigger a trumpet. But here's something cool. 1. Death Note. 2. Judgment. 3. Wand. There is nothing we love more than item ASYLUM, especially the shutdown items, right? The second poll focused on AWP and Mac 10.
Mac 10 for me. AWP makes noises that literally screams out, "Come get me."
There's no way it's that loud, right? Well,
Mac 10, AWP takes forever to get.
I have to say, I agree with you, especially if you're not hitting those headshots.
AW because is A of aim, W of Walter, and P is for perfect.
True, it's really simple to aim accurately and inflict a lot of damage from a long range. I'm curious why you mentioned Walter. I mean, it's gotta be Walter White, right? He's pretty awesome. Without a doubt, P indicates that AWP can easily devise perfect plans. I hate both of these.
Lore. You hate being dominated by these weapons, but you don't hate dominating the server with these.
I couldn't help but think of, are you the strongest because you're Snoku, or are you Snoku because you're the strongest, line, not. I think both the Mac 10 and AWP are pretty solid. If you struggle with aim, the Mac 10 can be a good option for you. However, in general, the AWP is still the stronger choice, even on medium maps with good aim. The third poll was all about Fortnite card versus scroll.
Let's go gambling!
Fortnite card is bigger gambling. Bigger gambling equals bigger fun. Also, I got Fimbulor from Fortnite card yesterday, lol. Couldn't agree more with you on that. I'll definitely give it a go. $10 Fortnite card. Nothing good. 10 Fortnite card. Nothing good. I'm going to nail it this time.
I got End from Fortnite card.
I don't think you wanna get that. Help.
Me getting scroll from Fortnite card.
It is what it is, you know.
I got Death Note in boss beta using Fortnite card.
I don't think you can do that. In terms of fun, Fortnite card is much more fun, but in terms of meta, scroll is clearly better, since it has 2 great spells and 1 unbalanced one, which is Mari, and it is much easier to acquire it than the good items on Fortnite card, which are accompanied by a huge amount of bad items. The fourth poll was actually just my curiosity about, what if you got one powerful item from Fortnite card and scroll and compared them?
Justicia is just more fun to play with and well, an insta-kill.
Your point is well taken. Why use purple energy spheres when you can use
Judgment
to dominate the server instead?
Judgment Judgment Weak.
As much as I like Mori, it backfires. As someone who has terrible experience with Ignis, No thank you.
You can't be that terrible at the game, right? See how it's done, noob. Fine, I guess you were correct, but watch and learn how it's really done this time, noob. I'm still the best.
People who died with Mori have skill issues.
I don't think you can say that.
I got Mori, didn't know what it does, and I one-shotted myself.
I'm shocked you're all still dying from Mori. It's really not that hard to use. Let me show you how it's done once and for all. Oh, look, it's the 10 Horburstman, right on time. Wait, were you expecting me to use Mori instead of Tsarbobm? Tsarbobm is clearly the superior choice, let's be real. Mori is the best choice if you prefer a safe play style, while Justicia is the go-to for players who want to be aggressive. Both are good options, but sadly, they are not very common in real games. In the fifth poll, skill is the main focus. Both illusions and the poser's katana are considered some of the most skillful items in the game.
Illusions is just more fun to use.
I definitely like it more than poser's katana. I mean, who wouldn't want to annoy someone with that stun lock?
Illusion stun lock requires more skill, power katana stun lock is easier. But not gonna lie, I find illusion stun lock easier.
I also think it's easier because poser's counter depends a lot on reaction time, making it harder to use.
Not gonna sugarcoat it. Counter plus M1x3.
Do you really expect me to sugarcoat it? Yes, you're correct. Oh, definitely, playing with illusions is much easier than using poser's katana. They are both great, but I prefer illusions. Also keep in mind that the poser's katana is also better to use against bosses compared to illusions. And finally the last poll, it's Birch Tree versus Fire Axe, the heavy hitters.
Item Asylum Ost, the perfect girl.
Can't deny it, I'm definitely feeling sick.
I love trees. What a nice tree. I love trees.
No. They are solid melees, but if you're skilled with the fire axe, that's the one you want. The fire axe can hit multiple targets and deal a ton of damage, despite its wonky hitbox. Not to mention, it has a better cooldown. That should be all, adios.